Why hello there, this is your good Thomas friend 74, and recently I just hit 200 subscribers. And why not let's make this subscriber of mine very special. Very special indeed. It says right here, 200 sub special, rare Plarail items. Some that were sold back in the 1980s and the 1990s with old designs, or only being sold for a short period of time. That's what is inside here. See that I got this here. Truth to be said, I didn't really got this from Amazon. I got it from eBay. It actually came from a US seller. And even though it says Plarail, it's nothing Thomas related. It's actually something else that I'm also into this as well. So I guess we can go and open up this package and see what's inside. Shall we? Oops. That can happen sometimes. He's good opening. This one I'm going to be super careful with this one. Because this is something I may not find ever again. Well, I will find again. Well, actually I will. But it's going to be very expensive. And yeah, I will not be buying that much money for this, and there's a lot of things I can use that money on. Okay. Show you these rare Plarail items. So let me get this the package open. Oh yeah! Here it comes! Okay. Let's first take everything out one by one and see what's in each of these trains. They actually have something very good in them. So, ooh. That was one part of the package. Do wait on me for a bit. I know this is taking a lot longer, but it is going to be divided into two parts. Another batch is out. And the third one. Go. Okay. Now let's take a look at what items I got here. This is going to be a great haul, I will say. Okay. So, first off, we got this black brake van. Y'all probably seen this a lot. It's used in many other Thomas toys. And it says, ooh, made in China. But it's not labeled saying anything. But this is still under Plarail. Y'all seen this a lot. It's mainly that way. But these other two, oh man, are these two. Now, notice that these have yellow wheels. This was a habit of Plarail back then, where back in the 90s and in the 80s, they always have the rolling stock and the bullet trains, not the Thomas products, with yellow wheels. This was a habit of Plarail they did back then. Well, this was until the early 2000s, where they officially stopped this and moved on to standard gray wheels like this brake van. Yeah, this is a mail coach. You see here. That is, it says in Japanese. This is the same mail coach you get from the Tomy Percy 3-pack. And, wow. Look. This slide door has a package through the window. Open it. It's a package. And there's a bag carrying mail inside. Wow. Interesting, interesting. And then, next we have this grand here. Now, this is very special for you guys to see. What this is a very, very old steam train called the D51. This is a very old design, hence a red wheels, and bizarrely a yellow side rod, and this has a switch for on and off. See right there? This camera is a bit out of focus. Because on the back parts of it, sadly. But surprisingly, this has an old coupling right there. As you can see, an old coupling. If I had this for comparison with the this one. Wow. It's a bit longer and a bit skinnier. Wow. The traction tires look a bit old. What these engines were back then. See, there's D51. Now I get a good glimpse of it. This doesn't have an actual headlamp because this is an early model D51. And no, it does not have a tender. The seller didn't even put in a tender on this D51. Though, I'm not too sure about that though, because I don't think this model of D51 ever had a tender. The reason why I'm saying that is because this predates back in the 70s and the 80s, where the D51 never had a tender. I'm talking about the ones that had like the switch at the front. Yeah, Plarail actually had that feature where the switch was at the front. It's the old designs. I don't think they were freewheel. It was before like this. But yeah, kind of unusual. It doesn't have a tender, but I don't think it ever had one. Yeah, it doesn't say anything else, just says D51. And this one uses a C-size battery. But the granddaddy of all has to be this one. This is a C62-1 sound train. Yes, a sound variant that actually has a switch right here at the top for on and off. It's at the off position. Turn it on, it makes some chugging sounds. It's hit by this wheel right here that makes the sounds. And there's a speaker grill right there that actually has a speaker right there. And notice it has a front coupling. Ooh, it's a bit loose. This is because it's supposed to connect to another C62 that is the same thing as, that is exactly the same as this. With the same shell, thing is supposed to be exactly the same, though that will be the motorized part, and will actually have a red side rod. If you look at the actual train of the C62, it actually has parts of the side rod red, and therefore Plarail giving it a red side rod. Now, how the sound effects work is actually mainly analog. I did saw a video of someone disassembling the sound part of the Talking Action Edward, and note that the wheel actually has a cog, but it has like a star bit on it. Well, that star bit hits a switch inside that presses it rapidly. That makes the chugging sound. All sound variants of Plarail always have that type of feature. It's always on all their sound trains. As well as Thomas products. That's definitely for sure.